Very good. Okay. Om. Namaste. Welcome everyone to Satsang today, and very happy that in such heat wave, so many people coming and being here today. So, okay, you come. So, thank you. Okay. You've been putting this, we have found this new technique now. Have you been practicing it already, which is to, have you been trying it? Just, no, into spray in front of the fan. Okay, give it to me a little bit, let me give them. I give them a little look. Okay, let it keep still for a second over there, for instance. Look. Okay, look. Okay. That's, is it full power? You're going to see everybody disappear now. Can you feel it? This is we've been doing some researches. Look. So I have to take care of you lot here. So like that. So anytime you feel like doing that, you can do it. Oh. Okay, good.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste.
I felt somehow to come up.
Yes.
But I don't have so many words.
Okay. But there is something, isn't it?
Yes. But for me, I'm so used to speak from the mind.
You're so used to speaking
from... It's not so powerful that way. And I want to...
Oh, it's good.
Give some space.
Maybe everybody can say like this. We're so used to speaking from the mind, and I don't want to speak from mind. I'm very happy how you will speak otherwise. If someone say, look, okay, enough, I cannot listen to you as a person anymore. Now speak as consciousness. Your own invitation I put to you. So don't speak as a person, because you say you're tired. I'm tired of my mind. And many people would also accept this and admit it. I'm tired really of my mind. No? So I want to speak deeper down. Deeper down, there isn't a different vocabulary. Same vocabulary, different perspective. We really want to hear something that comes not from the usual place, not from the person place. So, how is it? How is it going to be? This looks good. This one is. Oof. This is cold. It's come from icebox. No, don't change the subject. You have to be speaking as consciousness.
Yes, I can see that it's impossible to speak from consciousness. But I can report something. Maybe you can give some feedback on it.
Okay.
Because last days what I experienced is a lot of anger came, and I was hiding, like staying in Maravillas, everything. And like yesterday, I can see I'm so identified with the stories, and if one story dies, then immediately another story comes up. It's also like anger story. Like I have different stories that change everything.
Whose stories are they?
It's conditioning. It's like a habit to.
But the story is about who? I would just like to see if we can clearly identify. We may get somewhere after all, no? Because many people we speak like that. They say, but who is the story about? Obviously, the reflex answer is usually, of course, it's about myself. Which looks like what? What story goes with yourself? Then we must look at what is yourself.
Something feels very true, but if I hear you speak like this, then immediately the mind is so clever, it makes like a story out of it.
Yeah. Is there anything that's true? Tell me something that is true. I'm very open about it. No? Please tell me something that is true. And by true, what do we mean? It means that it will always have to be true. Not true on Tuesday and Wednesday, not true. But it has to be true throughout, no? If something is truth, it means that nobody can argue with it. You know, it cannot be true for you, but not true for me. Or is my definition too strict? What would we call truth or true? I like when we go back to fundamentally what we're speaking, so that if we do this, then we save less time speaking about different projections and different ideas about the one topic you're speaking. What is true? There must be something. You must know something that is true. Anybody? Something you say, this is true. Unarguably true. Is it?
True, this body will go one day.
Now I'm talking. We can say this body will go.
I am the self.
I am the self. That is true. You said that's true.
I can see these things, and I can say it too like this. But for me, it feels really like also another story. It's still the mind, and it's still like different forms it takes. But the true is it's when it's silence, when these things not come up every time. But somehow there's so much noise.
Please
so much
say
noise.
again. No. I like keep back up a few words and say again what you. I missed something. You see, you said something. You say, yes, I can also say like that. I am the self, I exist. And
yes,
okay. But you say, yeah, I can say these things, but they're kind of like a story also.
The one where I'm searching for,
yeah,
it's blocking me, these things, yes, I can...
the one you are searching for is blocking you.
Yes, or it's not really searching for, because... It is there, but it's blocked somehow because all of this noise.
Blocked by what?
Or clouded, or how you.
Yeah, but blocked by what and from whom? Can I speak like this for a moment? Okay, good. It's blocked by what? Thank you. It's blocked by what? If we talk about being blocked, we can perhaps use an example. For instance, if you say, an eclipse, for instance. For a moment, the moon comes in front of the sun, something else is missing, and I am standing in this position, the sun is there, and the moon comes in between, so the sun is blocked. So you need three components or something. No? You have the thing, which is the goal or the object of perception. There's the one who is trying to perceive it or is perceiving it, and there's something that comes in between and then say it blocks. Or if I'm going somewhere, now I say I'm trying to get back onto the main road, and then some car stops or some truck is outside and it's blocking my way to something. This you can say. So if the self is blocked from you, it means you are not the self, first of all, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You are something else other than the self, trying to reach the self, and this is being blocked by what? First, let's start with there. This thing would not have come about if there was not already an idea that I am not that which I'm searching for. I cannot be that. So that is already something that is believed and it is felt to be true. I am aspiring for freedom. I'm searching for enlightenment or whatever it is, like that. No? And then my mind is getting in the way. We speak like that. This is something many people speak. Is it like that for you?
Yes, but the one who speaks like that, and
so the one who is speaking to say, I am blocked from the self, is also mind. What notice is this? What is aware to say? Even the one who a few minutes ago was saying, I feel blocked. Now something is saying, even that one who is claiming that he is blocked from the mind is also mind. And what is making this discovery? Who is it? Is that blocked?
it has to be the self, because something is aware of it, but the space is so tiny that
it's aware also of tiny space. Is it affected? Is it itself affected by tiny space or big space? That which you're looking from and looking as also. Lost for a moment?
yes, a little bit.
Even this feeling of being lost or something, it's a scam from the mind also. You're looking already from some place. We just need to see the truth about the place that you're looking from, to say even the one who says I'm blocked from the truth, that one is also mind. I think this is a significant discovery, isn't it? Because if you see it is mind, or if it is seen it is mind, then whatever is seeing it must be somewhere apart from that, different from that. You admit, or you? Yeah?
Yes, I admit.
Yeah.
And but the attention is still going on the one who's saying this.
The attention going to the one saying this is also seen, isn't it? The attention going also saying, yes, but I see attention is going to that one also, is also seen. What is behind this seeing? Don't get lost in the thing seen, but look for that which sees it. Who is the looker of this? Everything you are searching for is right here. You are not going to go back to your seat without sorting this out. Isn't it? Because it's so simple. That which is seeing, even the most subtle thing, it doesn't get away from it. it is also able to say, but look, but a lot of attention is going there. I say, okay, this is okay. The attention going there in whatever amount, that is also perceived. That which perceives this, is it affected by anything that is showing up?
I can give you only knowledge answer to that.
Yeah.
Something is blocked, but I
Yes.
I don't want
see
even
if
to
this
try
blockage-
to find it, because it's also not.
Huh?
I don't want to even to go and try and find it, because then I get lost in this story again.
You being what?
Yes.
No, please sort it out, because there is some kind of blurring happen, and something has just felt frustrated by this sense of, I just get lost here, I just give up or something. But I want you to see through it, because it's not as thick as you think. A twist of attention, a twist of consciousness, and it will become clear. You who see all of this is what? Can you be seen? That which is seen, all these things, including the apparent person who is searching to be free, is also seen. And the energy going to the sense of the person searching is also seen. And the seeing of that is also seen. Is it a joke, would you say? Or is it not something significant? Is it practical? Or are we on a trip? No, I can admit, no. Because it can also be a trip. Maybe you see all of this, but in the end, you are more loyal to your identity and your projection. You may see it, but something else is chosen. Maybe seeing it is not enough. Maybe seeing it, there was an idea that when you see something, automatically it loses. Like they say, a magician is doing all these tricks, and people, whoa, how do you do this? But if he show you how he's done it, or if he makes a mistake and you see how he does it, then you're not anymore interested in it. He can't fool you anymore. There is a saying, the nature of illusions is that when they are exposed, they lose their power. But it seems that it's not totally true, because sometimes we see something to be not true, but it's not enough to discard it. Maybe something more is there. Is your attachment to the thing that needs to be discarded. Maybe you don't want to give it up. So then you retain your identity.
Yes, that feels really, really true too in my place where I am.
Mm-hmm.
But now, how we can get rid of this attachment?
You want to be a non-smoker while still smoking. Because you say, yeah, it's true, I see I'm doing this, but how I can... Genuinely, your question is that, okay, I see that there's a tendency to keep doing this, but you wish to be free of this tendency. What is
Can
your
you
question?
repeat?
No. You tell me what you want.
It felt very true when you spoke of this. When I see the illusion, it's not enough to see it only. There's some attachment still, because the same stories keep coming up, and then I see them, and then they still come.
The stories coming up is not by themselves. They're not the power. The stories coming up does not mean you automatically identify with them. there is some interest. And because the actors will not go on the stage until the audience is seated. This play won't go on if there's nobody interested in it. Your very interest perpetuates the play. But whose interest is it? Could it be the same one you mentioned earlier? That this one who is interested also is also an aspect of mind. Not totally, must be produced by the relationship of mind and beingness. Mind and self is concocting this play.
I was a little bit lost the last.
It cannot, the person who is caught up in all of that traffic cannot only be a play of mind. Mind is nothing without belief. Mind is nothing without belief. A thought without belief is totally insignificant. A thought with belief can start a war or heal a nation even. Belief is the fundamental thing, not the thought. Many things come in the mind and you ignore them, so they don't register. Even that they even appeared is of no significance because they were not bought. Isn't it? So.
But is it good to ask this question then to...
What question?
I already forgot the question. Sorry.
Actually, the problems exist because you remember them. Everything exists because you remember them, and you remember them with affection, and one more thing, with identity. Identity is at the root of all the trouble. Sometimes people say, please, I'd like to give up so much arrogance, and please let me be much more humble, and so on. If you had to wrap all of these up in one package, the best thing to say is, free me of wrong identity. Identity is at the root of it. This is why I'm always molesting you. Yeah, but who are you talking as now? So that it gets exposed enough, and when you see that very often, no, not often, always, every problem is personal actually. Watch and see. A problem doesn't become a problem until it becomes personal. Identity again, you see. And the loyalty to the memory of that thing seems to perpetuate its apparent existence like that also. But does any of this make you budge at all?
Make me what?
Push you out of the chair of your own...
No.
No. And why is that? Because some people, out of conversations like this, they whoa! It's like they throw out a ghost or something. Sometimes we're living like a ghost, the ghost of yourself. I mean, if you're dead, you have a reason to be a ghost. But if you're alive, you should not be a ghost. Unless you are the Holy Ghost or something. You can be alive and be the Holy Ghost. Sometimes at a point of recognition that, oh my God, I've been identifying as this thing. And I'm not this thing or any other thing. Has been enough to completely deconstruct a lot of trouble.
Yes, but not all of it. For me, because I experienced this thing,
Actually,
and it feels
if
really true.
something,
Like,
if even a small bit of trouble is clearly seen and clearly thrown out, you may find that a lot of other things collapse with it. If we can get the big fish, we go for the big fish.
yes, but what is collapsed. But I'm looking for what still remain, and there that has to collapse too.
This is better. This is better. Because the amount of things that can collapse can be innumerable. They can keep on collapsing. You want to find the things which cannot collapse. Isn't it?
Yes.
This is even better than that. If everything you see will collapse, would you agree or not?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Everything that you perceive through the senses or the mind or imagination or whatever, it is bound by time. Time says, all of that belong to me. Everything that you perceive, conceive, believe, that I consume all of this. Just look back and see, even yesterday, where is yesterday for you? Or the day before? And the content of yesterday, or even this morning, where do you keep it? Can you retrieve anything of it? And can you imagine if you had to remember everything you experienced? How kind is grace? That many things you have to forget.
I have to laugh a little bit because I was so in yesterday the whole day. Like, for me, it was not like that. Like that, I forgot these things.
You like, see, like this, like that. Yesterday, today, laughing, laughing, laughing. Come and go. There is something that is not coming and going. This is what you say you're looking for, and I'm very happy, because already such spaciousness come. You're looking for that which doesn't come and go, because everything else come and go.
Yes.
And you notice everything that comes and goes. Or you have to rely on someone else's weakness. Are you not the one who must verify that everything come and go? It's true or not?
I feel somehow it's true, but if I say yes, it feels untrue to me because.
Okay, where does it feel untrue that everything come and
It
go?
feels here in mind. It feels stuck here, and I can give you perfect answers.
Why is that not just a
it's
feeling that has been given too much importance? Because that's how things begin to get crystallized, is that a lot of belief and trust and importance is given to it. And so initially, all thoughts are weightless. They have no weight. But you're identifying with them, your belief in them, energize them and give them substance. And then they join with other concepts as your own personal sense of self. They come. You pay a lot of attention how my head feels, my head argues with it. And you take that to be significant. Maybe someone else has their head, whoa, big tsunami, and they just say, no, don't worry, it's just my head goes at that sometimes. And they can bypass that. And your head is always going to argue with something. It's always going to somehow find a reason why it should still stay like it is. You say, no, I am here to find the thing which does not, is unalterable, does not change. But then you refer to your head, which is always changing. I mean, where can we go? Because you always have a move, even if there's none. You always have a move, even if there's no move, you have a move, which is just to keep quiet. That's a beautiful move. You see, you're speaking like this, and you're not showing any, like, you want to go through this. I can't do the work for you alone. We can look together, you see, but you must have the power, you must have also the wish to win yourself back. It's amazing, isn't it? Because all that you're searching for is right here, complete. Always. It's the one stable thing. Your true self. But we are rather choosing a version of the true self rather than true. The mind will present you many options. Please, before you go back to you, what are you searching for? What you want? Baby food. Give me baby food answer.
Nothing.
You want nothing.
It feels really true that I really want
No,
it.
I accept. It's a good answer. It's a truthful answer. It's the only thing you'll be content with. I told you, Papaji said something, I not forget it. You need nothing to be happy. You need something to be sad. Doesn't mean that things make you sad, but usually you're sad about something. To be happy, you don't require something to make you happy. And even if this thing makes you happy, the happiness you're getting from this is coming from you, actually. Your own self. You want to be nothing. You want to experience your nothingness, rather. If I say to you, don't touch anything, you won't listen to me. I don't mean don't physically touch anything. I mean,
No, I
yes,
understand.
yes. No. Meaning including your thoughts and your mind's interpretations and projections, and just to watch them but don't identify with them. That's another way of saying the same thing.
Yes, and you said it before also, this...
You see, we imagine that if you do that, you're reducing the sumptuousness of your life or something. We believe that if you so restrict as to really not engage true identity with the things that you must touch and play with, that this is reducing the quality of your existence. On the contrary, it brightens everything, in fact. You glow with that contentment and peace and joy also, and wisdom and light.
Is there a way to because when you speak like drop everything, then I get so soon identified with this, with all these things that come up. Like maybe I can keep it up for a couple of seconds. It's not even keeping it up. It's just I'm looking.
Okay, I give you an easier way than this, than dropping everything. Some people find it works for some people. Just drop it, meaning not that you say, I will never touch this again. Not that this. I mean, simply thoughts come and you can perceive something, I can perceive anything here, without getting so intensely identified with it. In fact, you perceive it more clearly when you're not personally identified with it, isn't it? But I show you a more simple way. You are already aware of everything that comes in the mind, or feelings and thoughts, everything that happens in your life that you call your life. It is you who testify to its apparent existence. It comes and goes. Everything is coming and going. And you are the witness of it, isn't it? So just let it continue. Everything is coming and going. Don't identify. Or what is it that is perceiving them? What is perceiving them? Can that be perceived? Answer this question in your heart, and your problem is over.
Can you repeat one time the last?
Okay. All that is coming in your mind, your thoughts and so on, including memory, because you seem to be attached to the memory of being bound. You're not bound at all. You're totally free. But you're attached to the idea of being unfree. And you say also that I see that this is just an idea. But even though seeing it, something goes back to it. I say, but something goes back to it, you also see. You who are seeing, have you moved to see these things? Come on. You're identifying with the wrong guy. Who are you who identify in the first place? Actually, out of your nothingness, you're watching everything. Out of your great silence of being, you're observing everything, including your daily life, and the sense of the person living it is being lived out in the presence of your seeing. It is that simple. For one and all. Just in the morning you get up, eyes open, world starts. Did you start the world? Did you go and switch on the senses one by one? The world kicks in and starts. No, you've done nothing at all. You've done nothing. And the functioning of perception is going on by itself. What has it got to do with you? You're simply aware. But also, identification happens, and then there's a strong pull. That pull is also seen, and the identity playing is also seen. I am this also, and moving somehow in
it's
this.
like this pull. That's good word.
Yes. Yeah, this pull happens and something is functioning, but all of that is taking place in the presence of that which is not functioning, it just is.
Yeah, but you can only see that if you're not pulled in. And I'm
No,
pulled
that's
in.
not true.
No?
You're not pulled in, you know. You're not pulled in. The idea you have of yourself is pulled in. We must make some distinctions. Come on. What you're calling you is something you can do, of course. Just like as children, we play doctor and nurses and Tarzan and all these things like that, knowing you're not that. Also, you're playing being this person who is doing all these things. And if you know that you're playing, it's fine. If you believe that's what you are, it limits you, that's all. You will take it personally. And now it's not a role anymore. It's life. Easier than this one? Give you an easier one than this one? Everything you do, they say, it takes time. Everything you do takes time. They say like this. Even to blink the eye, they say it takes time. What is it in you that takes no time? Everything takes time. To achieve anything, you say, it takes time. What is it in you that takes no time? You may take a little time to think about it. What takes no time? Even your thinking about it is perceived in it. Even your thinking about it is already perceived in it by it. Being. Being is another way of experiencing the sense of presence, which functions in the waking state as the witness of all that appears in the waking state. Do we understand this? Can I say like this? The witness, the sense of presence, the feeling I am, I exist. That is what we call the beingness, presence, consciousness. Same word, that I amness, the godly principle in the body, the sense of existence, the untaught way through which you know that you exist, that nobody taught you. No parent has ever taught you I. Call yourself I. And everyone knows I. Even mosquito know I. That I, that pulse, that vibration, I am, that is consciousness. That's the beingness you speak about. But in deep sleep, it is not there. Relative in the waking state, relative to every other appearance in the waking state, the witness is there and appears to be permanent and unchanging. Were it not for deep sleep. Because in deep sleep, you don't have the sense I am. And still you are there.
Excuse me, I'm a little bit lost. I can see that the mind is...
You are aware of the sense of being lost.
Yes, afterwards, but not...
You are aware of the sense of being lost. If you could fully accept that and not label yourself as lost, it would mean nothing at all. You're always here. You know you're here, no? You know you are here, no?
Yes, it's not. It's also not that I feel I'm lost in this victimizing
Doesn't
myself.
matter. Doesn't matter. You know you're here.
Yes.
Do you know the significance of that? That I am here. It's not that you're lost geographically. I am here is something you cannot not confess. I am here is the testimony that you are. Even you say, I am lost, I am confused, I don't get it, no, I am so... But I am here. You cannot deny.
Yes, I spoke. I'm lost, but the mind was just clouding your speaking. That was what I meant. But
everything you speak is on behalf of your mind. Everything you are speaking is about the state of your mind, not you. That's just habit. Everything you speak is about your mind. Oh yeah, but I was feeling like this, and I don't get it again. No, I'm confused. You're just reporting about your mind. You are the weakness of mind. Without you, there's no mind to perceive even. You are the perceiver of mind. Without you, no mind. I'm looking at my hand. My hand is not looking at me. You are watching the mind. The mind cannot watch you. It is not sentient.
what is missed then, or overlooked?
Nothing. Nothing is missing. Overlooked. Nothing also. Just some concepts come up and you believe them. That's all. Let's leave it at that for now.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Very good. Thank you. Okay.
I wanted to come because there's a shyness to talk about what's going on inside here.
Okay.
What I found out while I'm here is that nothing is reliable.
Put the more close.
Nothing is reliable.
Nothing is reliable.
But nothing.
Yes, including you.
Yes.
This is a significant thing. I found out, what I found out since I'm being here, nothing is reliable. Is that a disappointing discovery?
No.
Good.
It's not. It's so deep.
Yes. Yeah. There's two ways of hearing it. Nothing is reliable. Or nothing is reliable.
Yes. Yes, and that's really the only thing
Yeah.
that is reliable, is really it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But who would rely upon it?
No one.
And you are what?
Nothing.
Is that a disappointing discovery?
No.
Because if we listen to the words, someone speaking like that in our culture, it is not. We could even go as far as saying it is not really acceptable to many people to say something like that. We have no way of processing what you could possibly mean to say, I am nothing, and you seem so happy about it. We know where to find people like you in the West. We have a special house.
Maybe that's why it really there's a shyness to talk about it. It's true.
It is very beautiful
It's
that you
just to
speak
bring
about
it to you. It's really
Yes, and it is the most beautiful thing. Every awakened being knew, understood, and accepted this totally. Their inseparableness from that statement you make. So there are some places you can say it.
Yes. It was the best that I could come to Sahaja.
Yes. Yes.
It's an environment where this is just everywhere.
Yes. Now they will really lock you up. I tell you. And me as well too. Yes, 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 yes.
This body is going to leave tomorrow. and I'm going to bow, and
You're
I
going
leave
to?
everything here.
Yeah, to where?
To Germany.
To Germany, okay.
But just to come back.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
And you know, this saving my life, thank you for saving my life.
Yeah.
It sounded beautiful when I first heard it or read it, you know, like on the bags.
Ah, sure.
But it really is so true.
Yes.
Endless gratitude, endless gratitude.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Thanks to you. Love you, love you, love you too. So good, so good, so good, so good. Very great. Yes. Very nice. Very good. Thanks, you. Thank you. Hi.
Love you very, very much. I love you very, very much.
I love you too.
And I'm sorry it's going to be probably difficult to talk because just very
emotional.
Emotional.
Been to quite a few retreats and never kind of find enough, push to come. All my questions have been answered really immediately.
Oh.
As they arise, someone would ask my question. And even if not the question, you would answer, even it was not my question, I would get the answer. And there have been some insights. But immediately afterwards, very strong attacks.
Yes.
Seen too.
Okay.
But still. And now, I think I would just like a bit of your guidance. Because even if I say this and something sees it, there is still a bit of confusion.
Okay, let's go back a little bit to where you start, because you say that you've had several insights. I'm sure many people here and also people listening, they are familiar with these insights. Yeah. And we're also familiar that very often after some profound opening or something, strong resistance come. Or some attack or something or like this, no? And many people, they know this thing. Why it happened?
Well, in some of them, I was actually grateful for it afterwards.
Okay.
Because on 2 occasions on Zmar, 2 nights afterwards, the things that came I never knew I had in me. Like pure madness.
Yeah.
But truly, and completely paranoid, like, someone's gonna kill me. And
okay. Let me tell you something crazy, before you go too far with that. Mind can go this way. Anybody's mind can go that way. That's not the reason why it comes. The reason why it comes also is that there is a force internal to us, a force inside, that also seems to be against your waking up, actually. There's a power inside that seems to work against you discovering some significant things or the truth about yourself.
It actually helped because I was doing inquiry. And in that moment, there was no way to do it.
There was no
way to do it.
No way to do it, okay.
So somehow, just this place was shown, which was beyond. And that I just could feel it. Even my body was not tensed, my lips were smiling, but this was. And other things afterwards. Now that I waited for you, I could see that everything arises and goes, even like everything. But it's still kind of, and this is also seen, but it's almost kind of something that keeps. There was even thought, but it's a thought. But I don't know how it is. But it's lie. So
it's a lie.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
But it seems like something is going in circles.
Which is also seen.
It is also seen, yeah.
Why does it keep on this movie of things coming up like that? What is important is that you become very clear that without you, the perceiver of it, it does not exist. It does not, even though it might appear, It cannot grow apart from your interest or belief or identity, which energize them like that. When you're clear about this, you must look now not at the phenomena, not at the phenomenon that come, but the space in which it comes and goes, and see that the very space, an intelligent space, in which this coming and going is perceived, that space and yourself are same. If you see this, then you won't mind what come and go, because everything that come, go. And at the same time, you will not be afraid of them, and you will not have the feeling that you lose the self, that you go to the self and then you return from the self or something. That will become redundant for you. Then those words will not, some words, they will altogether, they will disappear from your vocabulary. Some ways of speaking.
I mean, the space, I feel it and I feel it's me.
Yeah.
I just feel also, I can also energetically feel the rest of it, even the identity is seen and felt and all of that.
But they have to be reducing in their intensity.
Yeah, they are.
You see, I mean, it's not that they're seen, and then after 5 years they're still seen and seen. What they're seen to be insignificant, they're seen to be impermanent, they're seen to be appearances only, they're seen to be non-effective for the self. In the face of such clarity, they lose their power, interest is lost in them, and the greatest thing that can happen for you towards the mind is that the mind becomes insignificant. The psychological mind becomes insignificant for you. The functioning mind that takes care of life and looks after your family and do things, that will continue, because that doesn't leave any karmic seeds. It doesn't leave any bad smell in the consciousness. That is okay.
It's like, I think last night what happened was very intense. It was fear of evil.
Fear of?
Evil.
Okay.
First it was outside because something happened and this fear came. But then I realized it's fear of evil inside.
Yes.
The rationalization came, and there was this, I can also feel the space, and this thoughts came that God is everything, that conscious is everything, even evil.
I will tell you something that will be agreeable for you. Yourself cannot be possessed. Okay? That was never a truth. The idea we have of ourselves, that can come under influence by other forces and so on. But what you are, your true self, cannot be taken over by anything. It's good to know.
Yeah, I just needed you to tell me this. It's almost as if I would not believe this. Or it's coming from inside.
There is something to which even what is inside is outside of that. And inside at the same time. You see? Like everything on this side of the eyes, everything here belongs to time. It is phenomenal. And then on inside of the eyes also, in the realm of feelings and thought and sensations and so on, that also is ephemeral also. It comes and goes also.
I've seen that.
Yes. But the place from where the seeing of that is originating, that is the unchanging. That is your eternity. Actually, evil things, when you really get the more you go into yourself, your truth, they are just stupid, actually. I have to say, it's like that. It's foolishness. It's foolishness. Its strength is developed in your mind.
Yeah, I think I've experienced that. It's like the power of believing it into being. Yeah.
And it works for the self also. I'll tell you how it works for the self. Because it can only intimidate. It cannot intimidate the pure self. It can only intimidate the idea you have of yourself. When the self paints a portrait of itself as a person, that person is not complete. It is consciousness also, but it's not complete. And it's prone to feelings of selfishness and fear and anxieties and fear of rejections and insecurities and all of these things, which the consciousness must taste for its while in its life, in its journey as a human being. Consciousness wishes to experience all of that. But then somehow, and it must forget its original being for a while. And then it must appear to remember itself again and wake up out of that. So I feel everyone gets a touch of conditioning and lives in the hypnosis of personhood for a while. And waking up is to realize that all of this is a form of dreaming. It's made up in the mind, largely. Not just believing that, but actually seeing it, proving it.
Okay. I mean, it's
Could you hold like this?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, just because there is this doubt in me that perhaps I'm not, that somehow I have overlooked something or missed, or because these things are still coming. Can you just look with me?
Yes,
If there's
okay.
something, please.
Okay. Presently, when you feel yourself in its most intimate or in its most truthful form, what do you take yourself to be right now? As you speak? Who or what are you?
Everything I can find can be seen.
Everything you can perceive can be seen. Yes.
So it must be the one who's seeing it. It has
Yes.
to be.
Yes. Now let's look at the one who is perceiving everything. Can this one be perceived?
The perceiving is happening in front of it.
Yes. Does it have a face or size?
No.
What is it like here in this place? Is it hot or cold?
No, I was going to say there is a feeling of. Even if I say beautiful, the feeling of beautiful is seen, so. I don't think there is anything I can say about it without immediately basically making it up or experiencing it.
And is there a difference between you and it when you say I? Apart from good manners, politeness.
something that doesn't want to say it, but that's it. It's ridiculous. I mean, what else can it be? I mean,
is it personal?
I can feel the body in it, but it's not personal.
Yeah.
I mean, I can still feel everything,
Yes. Yes.
even to what I would say, used to call person.
Yes.
It's still here.
Yes. Who is speaking now? Don't go to past.
My consciousness is speaking. There's no one else to speak.
Uh-huh.
There is no one else to speak.
There's no one else to speak. Can this fade?
There is still fear.
Mm-hmm.
It's seen, but it's kind of, oh. No, it cannot fade. I mean, wherever it happens, even what happened last night, it is seen within this, so.
It is seen within this, yes. Yes. And this is the stage where I would say to people, go home and zip yourself in your sleeping bag. Even on a hot day like today, maybe you'll find another way. And just marinate in your seeing. Which is not a thinking. It is just a contemplation and a great joy. And this would be good.
Actually, with the thinking, there is a question.
Okay.
Because there were some very powerful insights on the last retreat and afterwards, and keeping quiet is being in this place. But if I don't feel it all the time, then and turn the attention. Attention is seen too, but seeing this attention, it feels as something is making an effort, which is also seen, and then something feels bothered.
An effort to do what? To be...
To see myself. Yeah. All that there is. I'm sorry, Mooji, it's stupid.
But it is good if you see it now. You see this tendency is there, no? And you see it. I once said that I am before the idea that I needed to remember myself or that I could forget myself was believed. Again, I am before the idea that I need to remember myself or that I can forget myself was believed. So there's something, as it becomes very clear for you, you see that it is free even of the effort that we should remember ourselves or that we had forgotten ourselves is also something we learned. It is not natural.
Thank you much.
Thanks to you. Thanks to you. So good. Thank you. So great. Yes, come. Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I want to tell you two things.
Okay.
More I do inquiry and
Self-inquiry,
more I'm angry about everybody.
You get more angry
Yeah,
about everybody.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And a little bit tough,
Tough.
rude, not nice.
Not nice. Okay.
But I don't mind inside. It's not, it's, I don't have problem with this too much. It's just okay. So this is normal, or
A question you ask? Is
Yes.
it normal?
it's a resistance.
It happens, of course. You can look into also what is happening there. Because it is for many people, as they begin to look authentically and discover also some illumination come, some clarity come, they find that some person, sometimes they come and they say, Mooji, I'm not a very nice person. Like I used to be. But since I've been really looking and, like I realized I'm not so nice. You see? I said, it's good. It's good in the sense that this is now not a new state. It's just a phase. Perhaps you were nice artificially. Like this. Maybe someone was nice because they felt it had to be nice, and perhaps suffered from being nice. It is true, because, people come sometime and they say like that. And they're practicing something and then they gave up, they're not yogis anymore, or they do bad things and they blame me for it as well too. Because ever since I'm coming to you, my life is really doing these things and stuff like that. But I don't say you should do anything like that. But I understand that sometimes it brings up some feelings that are being pushed out and they don't feel so nice when they're coming up. But I don't see that they are a statement of who you are. I think something is being burped out from inside, and maybe for a while you feel a bit irritable and so on. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I find that also more I forget myself, more I don't give interest, more I take care of myself. So this is good.
Well, let me see again. So the
more you you say yogi, they stop. Yoga means the opposite.
Yeah.
More I go, I don't give interest. More I do things good for the body.
So the more you don't give interest to yourself, what the self, you mean your person?
Yeah,
The person to the person, then the better your life flows.
No. More I'm nice with me. With the body. More I take care of the body.
You take care of your body.
It's the opposite.
Okay.
Usually I don't take care.
I see.
So it's good. And the most important things I want to ask you is why I come here. It's in the infinite being, when it's like you are, is it still a little, because of the language itself, is it that just like a tool, or there is a piece of you that is the little bit individuality in the consciousness, or it's not?
Individuality. Individuality is in consciousness also. Because let's look at it. We say consciousness is one, no? But the way in which people understand this sometimes, I can give an example. If the consciousness wakes up in this body to the full truth of itself, that it is the pure, undying, unborn awareness, it realizes this in this body. It doesn't automatically realize this in everybody, isn't it? Although consciousness is one. What it means is that in each body, that realization must happen uniquely. What happens when the consciousness awakens to its totality in one body? In that body, it realizes it is the same in each body. But in each body, that realization must happen. So there is a form of individuality expressed in consciousness, and it is expressed only in the region or in the realm of the dynamic expression of consciousness, which is the life that is expressed as in duality, as the sense of you and me. And if I'm speaking with you and someone asks me, then I will be specific and so on. So people say, but I mean, how can you be the same if you know she's a woman and you're a man? How can you be the same? I said, but for me, these are more superficial differences, and they don't disturb consciousness. In fact, I enjoy that they are like that. The consciousness does not have to duplicate each thing to look the same. However diverse the expressions of consciousness are, they share the same DNA as consciousness. The expressions vary, but the essence is the same. You see, so individuality is there. If you ask, for instance, if say a jnani or an awakened being, could they get angry? Of course I can get angry, but there's no seeds, there's no karmic seeds, because it is not personal. Then can you be angry without being personal? Yes. Somehow this thing is expressed like that, and it's in the moment, because it can be the truthful, the most truthful expression in that moment, because the moment calls for it. It's not that somehow there's a certain way to behave. We can say, generally speaking, some things are like that, but you cannot make a rule out of it that there's a certain way to behave, and if you behave outside of that, it means that you're not that. That is not true. People have a lot of misconceptions about it. Expressions can happen, even the sense of sadness can happen, but it's just a wave and it passes. It cannot proliferate, it cannot grow, it cannot become a habit, it cannot be routine. It is just a gesture, it is just, and also it have an active principle in it, because the anger of a sage, for instance, can do much good, in fact, because the energy of it is very different. So yes, there is a sense of individuality, and many awakened beings, they demonstrate in their behavior that sometimes it can look different on the surface, and then people think, well, that one cannot be, or something, you see. But there's no measure to say this is absolute anything.
Because I can speak about yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday I was very, I want to almost fight someone.
Yeah.
And in the same day, I spent after time with people from the Sangha that I really love, one couple. And I see I'm aware of the difference between depends with who I am. It's very completely changed my behavior. I see this. I see this. It's the same. We see this, but it's still that I don't have. I can't manage when I'm angry. It's like crazy. I make angry everybody. But when I'm like feeling love, it's same. So maybe I should accept this. I don't know. I don't like that. Depends who is close to me. It drives me crazy. Or if I'm close to you, I'm just feeling like.
If the person, so to speak, that you're with, if someone's company, because we can also, even in the state of awakening, the presence of some are more enjoyable than others.
Yeah, there is some people.
Isn't it something naturally?
I just can't be near them.
Yes, but absolutely. Absolutely? Or just maybe today like this, tomorrow be different?
Yeah, it depends. Some days more.
This is life.
But deep inside, it's quite okay. And when I go in my tent in the night, I'm just.
What
cool.
would make a difference is that if you have feelings like this and they're lingering, so after the event is finished, whatever you go on, you're carrying this mood inside.
I know I can't forget kind of.
You can forget. It happens and it's finished, or you don't forget.
I forget in a short time compared to what I used to be.
Okay, this is okay. This is good.
Normally I will carry for days. I know before.
Yes.
Now it's 1 hour. It's finished. It depends.
It will get better.
Whatever.
Yeah, because sometimes it's like your life becomes a bit more like I sometimes made the expression like writing on water. You cannot read it, 1 minute later. It's fresh. The nature of consciousness is like that. It does not secure seeds of personhood. Everything manifests very fresh, spontaneously. And without identity also.
No. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you. I love you.
I love you
I
too.
never tell you. I love you a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Come, that's it.
Hello, Mooji.
Hello.
I want to truly meet you
Okay.
in this empty place.
Okay.
And I ask you please to help me. I believe that you have nothing to do with any person. You are just consciousness. But somehow I believing that I'm separate. And I think in this belief of separation there is a key for me. And I know we can meet, and everybody here, we can meet in this place.
In the realm of duality, the sense of separateness is present there. Distinction, differences, and so on. It is in the play of consciousness and diversity and interrelated opposites, the sense of you and me and this and that and high and low and king and queen and life and death and all of this. All of that pertains in that realm of consciousness, which we call mind, you can say like this. Yeah. And largely, we must make an understanding, a discernment between yourself and your mind. Because sometimes we are feeling confused as to what is myself, what is my mind. I don't regard mind as being sentient. You understand? So, like the mind is telling me something like that. It is not experienced in quite the same way. Thoughts do come, and it's almost as though they are auditioning for your attention or something. And something, a tendency, an inclination inside, comes out to correspond with those kind of thoughts. And then, like this, they combust into what you may call the thinking process or something like that. So in that region, we understand that this is the thinking realm. But you are, with thoughts without you, the perceiver of thoughts, they don't exist. A thought cannot be self-employed. It does not, work for itself or something. It cannot think itself.
I recognized this as truth, as an insight,
yes.
when I was with you in Sima in May.
Aye.
And it was like an insight, and then it went again. And up to that point, every time somebody came to you and had an awakening or come to this point, it was for me like feeling separate from this, by this person and not me. And this time I thought, I don't want to believe that anymore. And then again, very strong experiences came.
Yes. What is important is to identify who the believer is. If we can start there. No? Because you say, I don't want to believe that anymore. You don't question the one who believes. You question the belief. I don't want to believe that anymore. So who is the believer, you see? Is it pure consciousness? I mean the self? Is it the self that is the believer?
No.
Okay, so immediately you came with a response. It's not the pure consciousness that needs to believe something. Then what is left? Is it the body that believes something?
No, there's nothing what can believe, but it's not my experience.
Okay, no. I'm talking about your experience. Your experience matters to me. You say there's nothing that can be the believer. You say like this?
Yeah, it's the
Why
believer,
you say that if it's not your experience?
Because I remember an insight I had.
So an insight is equivalent of an experience or something different?
It was my experience.
Yes. Stand on the strength of your experience.
I saw that the believer is a thought.
The
also.
believer is a thought. Yes. Yeah. Was it only true in that moment, or it continued being true?
No, I know it's true.
Yeah.
I know it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
There is no doubt.
Yeah. So the believer is itself a thought. The thinker is also thought?
Yes.
Okay. This is important, because the thought we say, the thought is thought. The thinker of thought, now you say, is also thought.
And images and everything.
Okay. And the perceiver of this?
It felt like the perceiver is still centered here in me.
Yes. Who is what?
I don't know. Not a thought.
Yes. Anything missing from this perceiving core, you can say?
No, but it's still like an remembering to this insight. and
Yes.
I'm so exhausted from
Yeah.
this searching for experience, or
Yes.
permanent experience, or yeah.
Yes.
And since
The one who is exhausted is other than thought also, or is it the body speaking? Where is it?
Mooji, I know the answer, but
No, I'll catch you out if it's not
yeah,
true.
please,
Okay.
catch me out.
Yeah.
I ask you
Yeah.
for that. Now, in the time after Sima, this month, the ego started a campaign.
Against who? Was it again?
Yeah.
Just remind me. Against who was it? No, we just have to be, just to see if we can.
This person who used to identify with a couple of stories and images.
But not
and
anymore.
Yes, this is going on since then.
So the attack on
and
the
I
person is the same as an attack on you.
There's very, very little space. So it feels like almost.
I want to know what determines that space, and really, we're onto something now, actually, which can be. It is my wish that you see it.
Thank
no?
you.
Okay, so there's little space. There's only a little space there, because the attack is so virile. It's so powerful that there's very little space left to actually observe it, because everything is pulled into the fight or pulled into the noise of that scuffle, that stuff with the mind. Okay. So it feels that the attack is on you, as much of the sense of you, and so the little space left is the little space of the everything, or the little space of the person that is still not completely conquered. Because you said a little space, it's so much the mind is conquered, so it's really pulled
It's a little
everything.
space which is not person.
Which is not person. Yeah. That which is not a person, is it a little space? Don't tell me, yeah, I know the right answer. No. Look from your experience and tell me. Because actually, I'll tell you what happens. You are going to determine the answer. You are going to determine the answer. You understand what I mean by this? That
Not exactly.
you are going to make the answer come true.
Yeah.
You can say, yes, I am the person, and in that moment, you become the person. You define a certain volume for yourself, and you don't realize that you put yourself in that place. Or you can look and see, no, actually, I am not that. But in a way, you're determining this. Like we have everything else we determine. What's happening now, just now? 2 minutes ago, no. Now, what is, is it something that can be seen now? What is a reading you can say
Right
now?
now I'm going into remembrance again in a time when such an attack came. So.
And I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not interested in that, because that's not going to produce any fruit.
Yes.
Okay? I'm not interested in reading yesterday's newspaper.
Yeah.
Okay? So, okay, nothing to do with that. We don't want to hear about that. Nor are you called upon to go and do any research with that. Okay? Just cleanly what truly belongs, not to the person, but just to the now of now. Just only to your being. That is not linked to, the person and the mind. So if everything that you can think of or remember or desire or something, you just leave that aside, because the functioning of the mind, which is not the evidence of truth, Leave everything aside for now. And even the desire to be free of it and all, just leave every intention alone for a moment. Just leave every intention alone for a moment. Ground zero. Everything. Is that a contrived state? To leave everything, leave everything.
I feel open.
Yeah.
I'm happy to feel open.
Yeah, but not waiting.
Not waiting.
No, don't waiting
right
for
now,
anything. Yeah.
I'm not waiting.
Okay, so open but not waiting. Present but not waiting. Empty. Of intention, of desire. That's a choice you can make, actually.
It feels like a decision.
Yes. Or can it be an admission? It's two different things. Either you decide I'm going to be empty, which is going to take energy. Or it's an admission, which means that, yeah, I mean, it's easy to be empty. I mean, I don't pick anything up. I'm just, this is what is. If I don't pick up anything, okay, I tell you, take off all your clothes, okay? We're on the beach, and you're going to see many beautiful pebbles. Don't pick up anything. You take off all your clothes, don't put anything under your armpits or anywhere, okay? You just stay like this. And then we can walk, and you're always going to be empty. How difficult is it? So it's just like this. You're empty, like that. Mm-hmm. Is there anything... Yeah?
I can admit, and I'm full of trust.
So don't even pick up trust at the moment. Yeah. Just be empty, because trust is trust about what? The future or now?
Yeah, the future.
Okay, so just be now. Just be now. Just be now. Like that. Yeah. Is that a difficult state to be as it is now?
No. I feel more relaxation come.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing to do, nothing to identify with at all. And how are you? Anything missing? Don't go to the past. Don't go to the mind. The mind has a lot of few things it wants to say about this.
I don't know. I feel a little bit of hesitation.
This is one of them.
Of like, maybe I'm not going to make it.
Yeah. Thought.
It's wrong.
Is it possible to be like this? Just to be like this? Totally? My life is this? Because you say you want us to meet, no? So, yes. Okay, nothing. If there is some thought, it's very superficial. It cannot cause any trouble at all. It doesn't live with me. I'm not waiting for my beautiful moment. I don't have a future. Just like you. I don't know where I came from, and I don't know where I'm going. I don't know anybody. There's nothing I am compelled to be. I don't even have to be myself. A thousand thoughts may come around you and hold on to you, but you don't hold on to one.
This is stronger. You are stronger.
Then
Every thought, everything, every attack, every other.
and you?
Yeah.
See with my eyes. Come.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you?
I still feel strong. Strong enough.
But why strong? You don't even have to be strong. You're stronger than strong. Be nothing. Try now. Don't embrace any quality at all. I'm not strong. I'm not clear. I'm neither open nor closed. Beyond this thing. Let me speak for us.
Please speak
Yes.
for us
Not you,
and
not
everybody.
me. Not you, not me. Not bound, not free. Not here, not there, nothing. Just this fragrance of love is coming from somewhere we don't know. That so much perhaps wants to taste itself, I don't know, that it had to create a sense of other. I don't know, but it kind of feels like something is about there. There is no such thing as separate.
I understood every word.
Yes.
Can you please repeat it, just that I want to hear it again?
Not bound, not free. Not you or me, not above or below. I'm neither inside nor outside. I'm never far. I'm not even near. I'm not holding anything. I'm not a container. I don't decide or decide not to decide. I don't give nor receive. I'm neither lost nor found. I'm neither old nor young, neither male nor female. I'm neither together nor apart. I'm neither two nor one, neither I or other or you. It is good. It is good. What are you seeing? What do you see? Hmm? Come. Come here. Are you feeling afraid?
No,
What are you feeling?
grateful.
Why are you crying?
Just had to come out.
Yeah, something wants to come out.
Yes.
It is coming out.
Out.
Yeah.
Oh.
What wants to come out is what is in denial of this. Isn't it?
Yes.
It's what wants to come out is what is in denial of this. And we are holding on to so many things. Consciously, subconsciously, sometimes you don't know where you pick it up. You see? And get used to this, don't be afraid of this. Many times we saw people when they were shouting and screaming, passing out. And I remember in Ukraine one time we were like this. They said, bring them, they come on the stage. And people shouting, what's happening? Freedom. What's happening? Liberation. See, like this. But in your mind, think, oh, cuckoo. I said, no, it's throwing out which is unreal, which has been holding your life back, holding the life. Yeah? So now it cannot hold now. So it's being discharged like that, and so it. Mind wants you to be afraid. Oh, I don't want to be like that. But you're not like that. You're not like anything at all.
Thank you for not having...
Speak it, baby.
Thank you for not letting me go down to my seat
Yes.
again for your prayer.
Because you came for that. You asked for that somewhere inside your being, isn't it?
For a long time.
Yes.
Once I had a dream with you and the Sangha, and in this dream I screamed, pull it out. The whole person just pull it out. And now you pulled it out.
Very good. So good. Thank you. Thank you. We will take a break now, and I believe they prepared some nice chai and everything outside. So normally about now we would go and take some chai, and we have a second part of Satsang for those of you who have not been here before. If I get a chance to look through some of the letters that come each week, and just to look through them for the first time and to see what comes up. And myself, I also enjoy it to read. And thank you. We have some music today or not? Somebody coming? This one is okay like that with the. Yeah. Okay. Mohan Kar Avokaro Jodaria. O my fascinating Lord, I pray, come into my house. I act and speak in pride. I am wrong and mistaken, yet I am yours. I hear that you are near, but I cannot see you. The Guru's mercy now has removed the veils. Meeting with the Beloved, my mind blossoms in abundance. This is the song. Yes.
करो
Oh, my fascinating Lord, I pray, come into my house. I act and speak in pride. I am wrong and mistaken, yet I am yours. I hear that you are near, but I cannot see you. The Guru's mercy now has removed the veils. Meeting with the Beloved, now my mind blossoms in abundance. Beautiful. What's more beautiful than that? Hmm? May all whose hearts beat for the truth, who longs for that fulfillment, may you come swiftly to the complete realization of the truth inside the heart and be happy. May each one blossom into full wisdom and love, loving kindness and compassion. And may all who meet you on the way be touched and inspired by your light and warmth, your peace and joy, your silence and grace, so that they in turn may look within their own hearts and come to the realization of the truth in this life. So be it. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om.